Hi, and welcome to another meditation on the book of Psalms. Today we're going to look at Psalm 9, and I'd like to focus on a theme that is spoken of several times in this psalm that can be very encouraging. In Psalm 9, starting at verse 7, it says, "The Lord reigns forever. He has established his throne for judgment. He rules the world in righteousness and judges the people with equity. The Lord is a refuge for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. Those who know your name trust in you, for you, Lord, have never forsaken those who seek you." And then in verse 16 it says, "The Lord is known by his acts of justice. The wicked are ensnared by the work of their hands. The wicked go down to the realm of the dead, all the nations that forget God. But God will never forget the needy. The hope of the afflicted will never perish." You know, the good news that we read in this passage is that God is always a God of righteousness, a God of justice, a God of equity, that no matter how crazy the world seems to be, and right now it seems to have really gone crazy, behind all of this is someone who is prepared to step in and make sure that it all comes to a resolution. Right now we look around us and we see chaos, fighting, hatred, bitterness, and bigotry. And it is really easy to become depressed and anxious and worried. But when we know who God is and how God is, and that God may seem far off at times, we see in this passage that this is just not true. Maybe right now we don't see God's hand at work, but God is always at work to bring about justice, to bring about equity, to bring about righteousness, to bring about freedom and deliverance. Not only do we see that God is at work doing these things, but we have the promise that God will never forget the needy and the poor and the afflicted and the oppressed. You know, there was a very wise woman, her name's Corrie ten Boom, said once, if we look around us, we can become stressed. If we look within ourselves for answers without God, we can become depressed. But if we look to God, we can be at rest. God is our deliverer. God is our hope. God is our strength. God will never leave us or forsake us. That's who our Father is. And when it says, "Those who know your name will trust in you," it's not saying those who know the name of God. It is saying those who know your name. The name of God in the Old Covenant is Yahweh, which means I am. And God always said the name Yahweh with a promise. Another way you can translate Yahweh is Jehovah. You may have heard the term Jehovah Jireh, which means I am your provider. God also calls himself Yahweh Sitzkenu, I am your righteousness. Yahweh or Jehovah Shalom, I am your peace. Jehovah Roi, I am your shepherd. I will guide you in paths of righteousness for my name's sake. I will lead you beside still waters. I will meet your every need. Jehovah Rapha, he is our healer. And so when we look at this passage, we see that God is always at work to bring about our deliverance, always at work to bring about our healing. He has not forgotten you. He has not forsaken you. Though it looks like your whole world may be crumbling, know that God is there. The everlasting arms are underneath you. And he is going to bring you to a place of deliverance. Trust in him. Trust in his name. Trust in his promise. Trust in His heart and in His love, and be at peace today. May you have a wonderful day, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.